saw it all. You play a good team on the road, penalties and the turnovers, they can, really do you and keep you from winning a game like that. An interception return for a touchdown on 3rd and long, fumble in the red zone, and we're not a good enough team to overcome some of those type of mistakes. And situationally, we've got to be better. We've got to be better as coaches, starting with me. But it's disappointing. Credit Kansas City, Andy, and the staff did a good job.
That's the wrong conference. Today's game was the Carolina Panthers and New Orleans Saints live in New Orleans. Playoff picture is as simple as this. Let's go over to the standings right now. The NFC playoff picture is as follows. The Vikings hold an advantage over the NFC North, while the Buccaneers are in the NFC South, followed by the Falcons, who are second in the division. However, the Cardinals, Giants, and Seahawks all are still in the picture to hold their respective divisions in the NFC West and NFC East. While the Vikings lead the North, Buccaneers lead the South. The Packers are trying to stay in the game to hold that sixth playoff spot, the sixth seed for the wild card. The Saints, who just won against the Panthers, also are trying to fight for that sixth and final seed in the playoffs in the NFC. The Cardinals, however, hold their own cards as they lead the NFC West at 6-7. The Giants, who also lead their respective division in the NFC East at 6-7. Seahawks are right behind the Cardinals though at 6-7. This may come down to tiebreakers, as we can see that the Seahawks are now 3-2 in their division, and the Cardinals are 4-2, which they have played their final division game, with one more coming for the Seahawks. And a possible tiebreaker would have to go to head-to-head matchups and common opponents. Meanwhile, the Saints are now 8-6, tied with the Packers. If the Packers and Saints remain tied, a tiebreaker will come into play. Let's look at the division. The Packers have one more division game. The Saints have played their final division game and they finish up at 2-4. If the Packers lose their last division game, they will also be 2-4. Or if they win, they will be 3-3. But either way it goes, they will still have the advantage over the Saints in the division category, with a head-to-head matchup that the Packers defeated the Saints in Week 1. The next picture we will look at is the NFC wins and losses. The Packers also hold the advantage at 5-5, while the Saints are 4-6. So therefore, it will come down to the final two games for the Saints and Packers. Just check it out. The remaining schedules for the New Orleans Saints are against the Bears and Redskins, two teams that have just been torn to pieces in the league this year. Again, we just defeated the Panthers. So let's look at the Packers. The Packers have a hard fight, a really, really hard fight against the Super Bowl opponent for last year, Cam Gordon-Ham, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this game looks like that the Buccaneers will just walk away with a victory here. Saints fans are hoping that would be the case, because if the Buccaneers beat the Packers, the Saints will hold a sixth seed in this year's playoffs, with a division game coming against the Lions for the Packers, which we expect the Packers to win. But that game there, the Buccaneers will be the key to what's going to happen for the Saints. They already lost today against the Browns, which made them 8-6. So more is to come.